This is Team Slapshot, and for our skills training project, we did the Slapshot on ice hockey. The Slapshot is the most powerful shot in the game of hockey. It is properly executed by elevating your stick in a backswing motion mimicking golf, like so, however slightly higher. The stick will come in contact with the midline of your body for maximal power and energy use. Then, you will use a weight transfer by trunk rotation, applying pressure to your stick causing a bend. A wrist flick motion will elevate the puck off the ice, and then a follow-through. The slapshot is both a one-dimensional and two-dimensional skill. It is one-dimensional for its gross motor skills such as trunk rotation and fine motor skills such as hand-eye coordination. It has very discrete movements and is both an open and closed system. According to John Teal's two-dimensional taxonomy classification, regulatory conditions for a slapshot can be both stationary and in motion, whereas both body orientation and object manipulation can be changing or stable. Due to our limitations with equipment and lack of a rink, we have modified our slapshot for this training program. For example, we could not practice balancing on skates nor with an actual stick or puck, which eliminated a factor of our skill. However, we adapted a land-based approach. Performance will be measured quantitatively using precision and accuracy on the boards as shown. A comparison of the average of amount of shots taken and made from pre- and post-training will be used to assess performance. Qualitatively, a form check of the proper execution of movement skills will be monitored using an eyeball check and video recordings. A pre- and post-training analysis of the execution will be used to measure performance and learning. Using fifth stage of learning, the novice athlete is expected to be in the cognitive stage during the first few weeks. Learning will come from direct observation from a coach, external and internal feedback, and trial and error. For week 1, we administered simple training tasks to get the athlete comfortable with the movements. To foster positive transfer, it is important to have a good relationship with your athlete, identify strengths and weaknesses, and to keep your athlete motivated. The verbal cues, instructions, and modeling that we used were short and concise. For example, knees bent, chest up, or stick too high. This is because we wanted to focus on key elements while also encouraging self-talk. These cues were used during the demonstration and also practice. For the feedback, the following methods were used.
A little bit too high on that one. A little bit too low. There you go. That was a good pass. That was good.
Augmented feedback used was both concurrent and terminal. It was concurrent as previously shown to give feedback during performance. It was also terminal when the camera wasn't rolling to give further feedback for improvement. Praise, correct, and praise also serve as a source of motivation for the athlete.
There you go. We'll do one more. Awesome.
For the guidance hypothesis, knowledge of results or KR, which is the outcome of performance, and knowledge of performance or KP, which is the information about the actual movement pattern, were given mostly during the first weeks of training. Guidance through KR and KP was reduced as the athlete became better. This was observed to foster intrinsic sources of feedback and develop the athlete's confidence and independence. Given the novice level of our participant, a combination of massed and distributed practice structure was utilized. Sessions were made short and sweet, and drills were basic that eventually progressed. A combination of whole and part approach to learning the skill was developed given the high task complexity and organization of the skill. The whole movement was broken down to different parts using a segmentation approach. These can be seen as the drills from each week were composed of broken down parts, then integrated to form the whole movement. As discussed previously, due to our limitations, modifications to our training tools were used. a makeshift hockey stick, a hockey ball, and a land-based approach. Lastly, positive reinforcement all throughout the training program was used. This was used as a motivation strategy to keep the athlete engaged all throughout.
Take 3. Perfect.
A retention test was done after giving the athlete a week off from the training program. The week off was given for the test to eliminate the effects of a practice environment and allow us to view the level of learning that remained even without the stimulus of previous training and coaching. After the test, quantitative measures did show improvement of average makes from 20% to 60%. However, based on his form and execution, we concluded that the athlete has not developed mastery of the skill yet. He said he can visualize the movement, but the motor execution is still satisfactory at best. This can be attributed to the limitations of the training environment together with a short training period that we have given the athlete. It is recommended then that those two factors be addressed first before starting another training program for learning to be optimized for a novice athlete like the one that we had. Thank you. To summarize everything, we learned that in order to optimize learning for an athlete or an individual, the interplay of all the variables that were just showed must be present, maximizing any strengths and addressing weaknesses, together with a passion to learn, teach, and bring about results are necessary for success. Again, this is Team Slapshot. Thank you for watching.